Hey y'all, it's Tim with Homestead Custom Meat Processing. Did a job today down in Laurinburg, so got about an hour and a half ride home and talking to some people and getting voicemails from today. And just wanted to address a couple questions and some tips, I guess you would say, that I get asked a lot. First and foremost, thank you to everybody that we've been able to service so far and all the ones that are on our schedule. It's been a blessing to meet y'all and work with y'all, and look forward to meeting the ones we haven't yet. Been doing this for, let me see, April, well, about 6 months. And we've already had several repeat customers, which is nice. But thank you again to everybody, and we look forward to meeting the new people. One of the questions I get asked a lot is what y'all can do to prepare for us. I have my trailer's 30 feet, so with the tongue it's about 36 feet long. And then I have a Dodge Ram 3500 long bed with a crew cab. So I need almost the same length as a tractor trailer does. Not necessarily to turn around, but I need a relatively level area to be able to park. And tight corners do not work well. So if we can avoid tight corners and real hilly areas, that's the best. I don't need power. I don't need water. All that comes with me and leaves with me. During the summer, shady area is good, but it's not necessary. It just helps me keep the trailer a little bit cooler. As far as prepping the animals, having them in a relatively confined area. I've yet to have a problem, knock on wood, with anything, any containment issues. So that's been a blessing. I can transport pretty much any of the animals that I'm processing. I'll have my four-wheeler with me, and I either put them on the cargo carrier on the back of it, or I bring my trailer. Just depends on the size of the animal. So you don't have to get me directly beside where the animal is. It's not a big deal to be able to get them back to the trailer, really. I don't want you to feed the animals. The last time they should be fed is about 24 hours before I get there. That helps them, one, clean out their digestive tract. Don't want them full of food to where they're full of poop and full of pee, even though a lot of times they do still have some in them. But it just helps keep your product cleaner. That's about it. If you can have the animals in a dry place, that's always good. I don't have to wash the mud off of them. Excuse me. Other prep, it's a good thing to go ahead and freeze a bunch of bags of water. I recommend like sandwich bags or quart-sized bags of water, and just go ahead and get them frozen. That way when you put the meat into your freezer, you can mix those bags in there, and it will help cool the meat down faster, and your freezer's not having to work as hard, because the meat is warm when you get it. Because don't forget, I kill it and I process it that same day. While we're talking about that meat, there's not really any advantage to hanging a pig. There is advantage to hanging some other animals, of course, beef, sheep and goat. You know, there's some advantages, but the majority, like almost all of my customers so far, have been pigs, with the few exceptions of some goats and sheep and of course poultry. But so for pigs, you know, there's not really any advantage to hanging them except for the processor, the butcher. The meat is a little bit easier to cut up. It packages a lot better. You'll notice when you get some of my packages, because the meat still is warm, you know, it hasn't gotten down to, you know, a 40 degree or 30 degree temperature. You know, it's still very pliable. The fat is still very pliable. So, I mean, honestly, it doesn't package the best. It doesn't have that real nice, pretty retail shelf look to it. But does that really matter? Look where it ends up. As well, I won't go there. But so you'll get packages, and no, it does not look like a real pretty retail package. You know, the pork chops, they kind of blend together because, again, they're warm. The vacuum sealer pulls all that air out, and with that meat being very pliable, it just molds together. But having a bunch of bags of water frozen, or even bottled water frozen, you know, that helps cool that meat down, and your freezer doesn't have to work as hard. If the schedule works out to where you can't be there, it's not a big deal. If you want to give me access to your freezer, I don't mind one bit helping you out and putting the meat in the freezer. If you don't want to do that, which completely understand, because I'm a stranger to most everybody, then, you know, just have several coolers there with a lot of ice, and I will put the meat in the coolers and pack the ice around it to try to get it as cool as I can. What else? Scheduling. So, as of right now, today's November the 3rd. I am completely booked out. I think I have one opening left at the end of January right now. So you can pretty much say January is booked out. So, you know, I'm staying pretty solid booked about 3 months out. And there's still a ton of people that don't know about this service. So if you're wanting us to come out and process your animals, you know, please do not wait. If you wait, there's a very good chance that you're not gonna get the date that you want to have us come out. You know, I've got people that have booked already into September of 2023. So if you've got a good idea on, you know, when you're going to be ready to have those animals processed, you know, go ahead and get with me and we'll get you on the books. Thankfully, I haven't had many cancellations, but I do keep people in mind. You know, several people ask if they can be put on a list for cancellations, which I don't mind doing. But there again, you know, don't expect to give me a call and me be able to come out in a week or two. You know, thankfully the business has been good enough where that's not going to happen. We do offer some Saturday processing. There is added fees on that. You know, I try to work a normal schedule and still have time for my family. So, you know, I apologize for the added fees, but, you know, you've got to take me away from my family. I believe I deserve, or we deserve, a little extra compensation for that. But we do offer Saturdays if, you know, everything just won't work out. That's about it. That's all I can think of right now. I'm sure there's stuff I'm missing. I get a lot of questions on the cut sheets on what's the best thing to do. That's really a hard question for me to answer, because it's whatever's best for your family. You know, like pork chops, for example. If you like pork chops, you know, think about how you like to prepare them and how many's in your family. You know, if there's 4 of y'all in the family, and you might want 1 or 2 leftovers, you know, you might want to have them packaged in 3s. That way, you know, you can go ahead and pull out 2 packs. You know, depending on the size of the hog, you know, I'm limited on how many I can get into a pack. But so think about that. You know, think about any holidays coming up to where you might want to smoke a big ham or a Boston butt. You know, but if you have questions, I do not mind at all getting on the phone with you and going through cut by cut, and getting everything worked out best for your family. So, yeah, that's about it for now. Again, thank you everybody for all the business you've given us. We really appreciate it, and we look forward to working with the new people. It's just, I really enjoy going out and seeing these new farms, different ways of doing things. I've gotten a lot of great ideas to bring back to my own farm. Been able to help several people out that are just getting started. But yeah, thank you, and I look forward to working with the ones I haven't met yet. So if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to reach out to us. If I don't answer during the day, odds are I'm in the trailer working and I don't get reception in that metal box. So a lot of times, you know, when I step out either for lunch or at the end of the day, all of a sudden my phone will blow up and I've got a whole bunch of messages and voicemails and everything. So I appreciate your patience. I'll get back to every one of y'all as quickly as I can. So thanks for watching, and hope you have a blessed day. I did think of one other thing that I get asked a lot on, and that is beef. We do not have our beef operation up and running yet. Honestly, we're still designing it, trying to work on the plan. Last time I talked to the bank to try to secure funding, they wanted some history with the current processing we're doing, because it is the first and only one in North Carolina. This is new to the banks as well. So I'm really hoping to go to them, you know, hopefully here real soon. Again, we're right at 6 months into this. Hopefully that's some good numbers. That might be a good thing to do here in the next week or two, to get with my banker and see what he's thinking. But I'd really like to have the beef operation going by the spring. I really wanted it by this fall, but that's not going to happen. So got to secure that funding. It's going to take quite a bit to get it up and running, but I really I'm excited about what that future holds, because the request for beef processing is unbelievable. I'm actually a little afraid of what that response will be, because I anticipate when I let loose on that, it'll probably quickly turn into about a year wait very quickly, with just the inquiries I've had. Another frequently asked question is USDA certification. No, I'm not USDA certified yet, and I honestly have just put that on the back burner. I've been so busy with servicing the homesteaders who's doing it just for their family. I can tell you there's a few more pieces of equipment I need to get, and some tweaks to the trailer too that I want to do anyway. But to get that federally USDA certified, there's a few things that have to happen that I'm not ready to do yet. So we are still working forward towards that. Probably will go ahead and try to do that for the beef operation without, but not certain. Just blessed that the state is allowing us to work under custom exempt right now. So baby steps. I know I thought I'd already have the federal inspector with me, but it's another step and another level of complication that will add to my day. There's many days that I'm working 12 or 13 hours, and that's getting started at about 6:37 in the morning, and you add an inspector in there, I can't get started till 8:30, because they have to see that animal alive before I dispatch it and be there through the whole process. And a lot of times I've already got that animal or animals killed, and putting them on the trailer by 8 o'clock. So it's just more things to work through as we learn and grow this business. But, all right, thanks again. Y'all have a great night.